everyone, welcome back to Between the Grinds. As you can tell from my setting, it is the Christmas season. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Happy holidays to whatever holiday you celebrate in the wintertime. We're pretty close now. We're just a few weeks out. And if you are still looking for a gift for the book lover in your life, or if you are a book lover and you're struggling to know what to ask for Christmas or give people ideas, these are some of the ideas that I have. I'm excited to share. These are fun yet practical things that I actually have and use or have asked for this year. And so I'm excited to share this with everyone. So without further ado, let's jump right into these ideas. Okay, so the very first gift that I am going to suggest is probably the one that I would suggest the most, and that's why I'm putting it first. And it is a Kindle stand and clicker. Okay, so first of all, if you're buying this for someone else, make sure that they have a Kindle, or hey, get them a Kindle. Obviously a little bit more of a bigger ticket item, but for my birthday last year, I received one of the Kindle stands with the clicker. So, and they're two separate things. So I will link whatever I can link below in the description. I will do that. And I would show you it right now, but it's actually holding my phone up to record this. So it doubles as a tripod, bang for your buck, right? So, but basically you can, put your Kindle into this little stand. The stand can move all different ways. It can go up and down. It can like twist around so that your Kindle is like this. And then if you get the little clicker that doesn't come with it, but it's kind of, they're meant to be used together. So you attach one piece to your Kindle and then you have the other piece in your hand. I'm looking over here because yeah, here they are right here. I use these pretty frequently, so they're always right sitting beside where I keep all my stuff. So this is the piece that goes on your Kindle, and then you just connect them. They connect via Bluetooth, I believe. I don't know, some magic internet thing that happens. Internet, Wi-Fi, what even... You know, what is the internet? Okay. And then you can click this and it turns the pages of your Kindle. Okay. That was a long-winded explanation, but long story short, you can be completely covered in a blanket. Like no piece of anything is out except your eyes so that you can see the Kindle and click your pages. You can be laying down and have your Kindle this way and it can just be like hovering over your face. You can read in bed that way so that you're not getting that like tension in your neck and shoulders. I really struggle with that a lot. I have a lot of tension in my neck, probably from all the reading that I do. But anyway, so I can change the page with my hands completely underneath the blanket. My house is very cold. I have a very old house with tall ceilings. And so it just is very drafty in the winter. And I use this constantly. I also would say it actually makes me read faster, because there's so little barrier to turning the page. You're just like, and here, ASMR. I don't know if that did anything. Also, I'm much less likely to put the book down because I'm just laying there and I'm like, okay, well, sure, I'll read another chapter. So I find that when I attach my Kindle to the stand and use this clicker, I read it a lot. And I use it so frequently. This is a fantastic gift. If you have a Kindle or if you're buying for someone who has a Kindle, my number one most recommended gift or thing to buy for yourself. Hey, maybe you're gifting yourself. All right, continuing in the vein of very practical gifts, which I think are some of the best because let's be honest, we all have too much stuff. And so the stuff that we have should be pretty useful, right? This is another gift that I received, I think either for my birthday or Christmas last year. And it is a book light. And this is one of those things that like, if I saw it in the store, I'd be like, oh, cool. I probably don't need that. I think my mom is the one who got this for me. I use it constantly. Obviously this is for not a Kindle. This is for just a book. And it just slides on the cover or wherever, you know, on the section of the book, wherever. And you can, the one I have twists around, and it has a couple different brightnesses. Again, and I live in a very old house and my husband and I keep it cave-like, one could say in here. It is cold, it is drafty, and it is dark. We don't use the big lights. The big light is on right now so that you can see my face while I'm filming, and it's harrowing in here. A lot of dust, actually. Anyway, especially if my husband is like playing a video game or something and I don't want like the super bright lights to be on at night, and especially this time of year when it gets dark before I'm even home from work, and then I'm spending the entire evening in the dark, this just really helps me read and not strain my eyes when I'm reading for quite a while in the dark. So again, practical gift, but highly used and a really great stocking stuffer. Okay, my next gift. Okay, this is near and dear to my heart. So again, when I got a lot of gifts for my birthday last year because it was when I turned 30. So I'm going to be referencing some of these things that I got because I got them last year at my birthday for when I turned 30. And this was one of them. Now let me just say, I had never bought myself a reading journal in the past. And I am a journal person. It wasn't that I was like, oh, I'm not a journal person, it won't be for me. I felt so intimidated by a reading journal. I felt like I would never keep up with it. I felt like it just was too much of a commitment. I felt like Goodreads and those kinds of apps were enough for me. But my husband's family got me this for my birthday, and I am in love with it. It is one of my most treasured things that I own, and I want to keep it forever. First of all, because of how beautiful it is. So this particular book it's like a series of art. So there's different kinds of things. Like there's a reading journal, there's a calendar, there's like notebooks and things like that, I believe. It's called Waiting for the Night. So if you search that, and again, I'll link below. If you search that, you'll find it. But like, for example, look at that artwork in there. That can be where you like fill in, your shelves. I'm gonna give you another example. I marked some of my favorite pages where I haven't already written things. So obviously this is very dark, and it uses a lot of like more witchy vibe kind of things. Oh, look, there's stickers in here. I haven't even used any yet because they're too special for me to use. I should just use them, right? Anyway, even if you are a person who thinks you won't keep up with a reading journal, let me say this. It doesn't matter. You do not have to log every book that you read in your reading journal. I don't. And I actually like it more because of that. So like, yeah, Goodreads or whatever app I'm currently using is where I log my books. That's where I say the date that I started, I finished. That's where I keep up with every book that I've read. I don't have the time to do that physically in a journal. What I do have the time to do is make lists, for example, like a TBR, or one thing I really love having a physical thing of is like highly anticipated reads that are coming out in maybe the next year or the next few months or whatever, because I lose track of books that are coming out really easily. So I like having a place to write those down and be able to like reference it every so often. The other thing that I do with this, they have really beautiful, like, okay, here's a good one that I haven't written in. This is a way to like fully review the book that you have just read. There's so many different, like there's different questions. Over here it says, is it fiction, nonfiction? How did you read it? Was it an audiobook, hardback? What I recommend, date started, ended. Did it meet a challenge? And then there's this reviews over here where you can give star ratings. I don't do this for every book that I read because that would take forever. And I wish I had that kind of time and patience, but I simply do not. But I do it for books that are meaningful to me, books that evoke something within me, or I just want to spend a little bit more time with. This gives me the opportunity to do that. So what I have to say is, if you have never bought yourself a reading journal, or you've never bought a reading journal for someone because you feel like they might not be able to keep up with it, let yourself go of that. Let it go, girl. It doesn't matter, okay? Just do what you can do and enjoy a beautiful journal and piece of art. If you get something this beautiful, I mean, there are very simple ones, or you can literally use like a notebook and do this yourself. A lot of people have like a bullet journal style reading journal where they will do all of the art and stuff themselves. I've done that in the past as well when I was bullet journaling a little bit more. Again, a lot of time and a lot of commitment to keep up with that. If that's your main hobby or one of your main hobbies, that works, but just wasn't for me. So, but anyway, this is for me, and this is something that I will always recommend, particularly this exact journal, because I think it's just gorgeous. And I think something gorgeous helps because you want to use it and like have it near you, look at it. So anyway, this is a great gift. A really fun gift too, right? Because you can like really spend time with it. So my next idea might seem silly, but I genuinely hope that someone buys me these for Christmas. I didn't put them on my list. I should have done that. Dang it. Bookends. Okay, that's, again, it seems silly, and it seems like a boring gift, but like if you are a person who owns books and likes to display your books, bookends are so helpful. And what I love about bookends is you can get just like really low profile metal ones that you cannot see at all. So all you're seeing is the books and the spines, or you can get really, really beautiful, like vintage works of art that can be used as bookends. Or, you know, if you can thrift like an old set of bookends, that would be my goal. I'm always looking for those when I'm thrifting. But I use them quite often. I use them on my bookshelf. One of the places I definitely use them is, I collect Gooseberry Patch cookbooks and some other cookbooks, and I use them to display, like each season I put out that season's cookbooks. So for example, right now all my Christmas cookbooks are out. So I use them to display them because I don't just use them for the recipes, I kind of use them as decor, and as, because I collect them, I want to be able to see them and look at them and show them off. So again, might seem kind of like a meh, do we really need this? But I'm here to give you the practical gift ideas, and your friend that loves books needs a new set of bookends to display her beautiful books. Okay, those are my 5 main gift ideas. However, I do have a bonus idea to throw at you really fast. If you're a friend or if you are an audiobook reader, and I am, along with being a physical book reader, I will read it in any form, just give it to me. And I do love audiobooks as well. So if your friend likes audiobooks, this is a fantastic gift. These things, okay, right? I feel like we all have them because they're so popular right now. But if your friend doesn't have one, or get them a coloring book they don't already have, when you're listening to an audiobook, it is really, really good to do something with your hands. So obviously I listen to mine a lot when I'm cleaning or cooking, though that's like my number one time that I'm reaching for an audiobook, because it's just like, it really gets me in the zone or something. I don't know. Anyway, but I recently got this new set of markers and this coloring book from my sister for my birthday, my I almost said 21st birthday. Oh girl, 31st birthday. And I am just so obsessed with it. First of all, they're so simple. Like, they're simpler than most of these books usually are. And look, there's different holidays. So see, there's a Christmas one. I'll do that very soon. There's fall ones in here. And then these markers are extremely satisfying to color with. And if you give them this so that they can do something while listening to their audiobook, it is like you reach a Zen state when you're doing this. I mean, like, entire days could slip away. And I'm just like happily coloring away or cleaning or cooking, listening to my book, not a care in the world. So anyway, that is a cute little bonus if you have an audiobook listener, or just a cute little gift that, honestly, I'm not a huge colorer. Laura and Grace definitely are more than I am. I get impatient with it, but I don't with these because they're so easy and fun and simple. All right, so those are my gifts. I would love to know if you are a reader, what's on your Christmas list, book themed, or what are you asking for, you know? I feel like the older I get, the harder it is for me to find things to ask for, because I have a house, we own what we need, but it is always fun to get new things too, right? And to get things for our loved ones. So coming up with some cost-effective and budget-friendly yet fun and practical gifts every year can be a challenge. Every year for a birthday, and then for Christmas as well. That can be a challenge. But I would love to know what you're asking for if you're a reader. What are you getting for your reader friends? There's so many fun ideas of things you can do. Actually, maybe, should I even say this? Grace, stop listening right now. If you are watching this video in the next couple of weeks, scrub ahead like 30 seconds, maybe like 20 seconds. We got Grace a real fun reader gift. That's all I'm gonna say, in case Grace didn't skip ahead. But anyway, we'll share that. There's lots of fun things that you can get for the readers in your life. But these are the ones that came to mind when I first started thinking of this video. I was like, if I could ask for them again, if I didn't have them, what would I ask for? And it's those. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. The holiday season can be difficult. It can be joyful. It can be wonderful and sad and terrible and all of those things, but books and coffee can make it better. And I hope that you are able to surround yourself with both of those things, or tea if you're not a coffee person, although why? Just kidding, I love tea. And you're also able to surround yourself with the love of friends or family or both. So Merry Christmas, happy holidays from us at read between the grinds, and we'll see you next time. Happy reading!